Hello. Hello, everyone. Let's see, I'm getting all set up here. I could not sit in my office anymore today. I couldn't do it. And I've got my tree up and I wanted my comfy chair. So here we are. I wanted to be comfortable today. We're talking about dealing with stress today, right? It's all about coping with stress, self-care. That's what we're talking about today. And so I decided I'm going to be in my comfy sweater and in my comfy chair with the Christmas tree that makes me happy. So we're not in my office today, not in my classroom, and I'm loving it. Welcome to my living room. If you are new here, if we haven't met yet, I am Rachel Baker, and I run Merciful Mornings at mercifulmornings.com. And this is the place you come when you need education and encouragement and support for online teaching and also just daily life. Today's live is a little bit of both. We're going to hit the daily life aspect, but it's also kind of for teachers. And right now, almost all teachers are online teachers, right? It's so hard. 2020, you guys. So you may be a teacher in the classroom. You may be remote teaching. I know my kids' teachers are doing both right now, which I want to give them each $1 million because their teachers, all of them, have their in-person classes. And then they also have virtual students in those same classes, and they are managing both. And if any of you are watching this right now, I think you're amazing and I love you. And I'm so thankful for all the hard work you're doing. It's insane. And then some that are jumping in here and watching are just full online teachers. And that's what I do. That's where I'm at now. And I love it. But regardless of how you teach, it's still important to take care of yourself. So here's what we're going to talk about today. And if you jump in live, be sure you say hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you're watching this later, be sure you're subscribed to the channel, right? And hit the bell so you're notified whenever I do go live and whenever new videos are posted. And be sure you like this video if it's helpful for you. So let's talk about dealing with the stress of it all. I just talked about all the things that teachers are doing right now. How do you cope with it? What are some self-care things that I have found that are helpful? And why does it matter? So I literally, I made myself some notes here because I want to make sure I give you all that I've got. So first of all, I think it's really important for us to remember that taking care of yourself is not a selfish thing. A lot of times, especially teachers or healthcare workers or first responders, people that are in the service industry, they got into their job to help other people. They have a hard time focusing on themselves. I do. I think, no, I got to take care of everybody else first, right? It is not selfish to take care of yourself. And it took me a while to figure this out, which sounds silly now that I know it. But in order to be an effective teacher, in order to be an effective healthcare provider, any of those things where you are serving other people, you have to take care of yourself first. And I love this analogy. If you are the pitcher, right, or the pitcher of water, trying to pour into all these other cups, you can't pour into any other cups if your pitcher is empty. Right? If you've got an empty pitcher and you're trying to pour into other cups, nothing's going to come out. Nothing is going to go into that cup. And that's how it is for teachers. If you are not taking care of yourself, if you are not pouring into yourself things that you personally need and benefit from, you can't contribute to others in an effective and helpful way. And so try to keep that analogy in mind when you have that moment of, I really should do this for myself. I need to take some time. And I'm like, oh, no, that's selfish. I need to do this for other people first. No, you don't, because you can't, because you've got nothing to give. You're bone dry. So keep that in mind if you start to have the selfish thought or moment. All right, let's see. Oh, Skyla's here this morning. Love your Christmas tree. Thank you. I'm feeling festive today. It needed to happen. So that's why we're here. It's part of the self-care, right? I'm in my comfy chair. This is where I want to be. I'm pouring into my own cup this morning so that I can pour into yours. So a big part of pouring into your own cup consistently is forming healthy habits. And that's hard for me. But another helpful thing that someone has said to me that stuck with me is if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way to make it happen. So if you know that you need to pour into your own cup, you need to fill yourself, you will find a way to make it happen. And if it's not that important to you, you will find a way to make excuses. That, like, ouch, my toes, right? That stepped right on my toes when I heard that one, because you get a little defensive, right? Like, I'm not making excuses. I'm taking care of other people. Okay, except this is important too. So you have to find a way to take care of yourself and form these healthy habits to do so. Oh, let's see who else is here. Stephanie's here this morning. Good morning. Love watching your videos. Oh, thank you. So encouraging. Thank you so much. Listen, my top goal, right? Encouragement. That's what I'm all about. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Okay, so we know now why it's important, right? Self-care, sip of coffee. All right, we know why it's important, right? Now I want to talk about ways we're going to do this, the healthy habits that we could start to form. Now, do you need to do all of these right now? No. You don't need to add on a whole new pile of to-dos, right? But pick something that resonates with you and start incorporating it. Add it to your daily routine or your weekly routine, however it falls, so that you are doing something for you. So the first thing, this has been one of the favorite things I've heard lately, and I'm trying to do better at, because not only am I a teacher, I'm a mom as well, and I work from home, and I'm married, and there's just all these different hats. And so a lot of times, you set your alarm to get up in the morning because you have to get up to do the things for other people, right? You have to go to work, you have to take care of your kids, you have to, whatever it is. Start your day for you. Even if it's just the first 10 minutes of your day, start it for you. So this could be something, if you like to journal, really, even if you don't like to journal, this can be helpful. So get up and journal, write out your thoughts, what you're wanting to do that day, things you're grateful for to start your day. You can exercise first thing in the morning. If that gets you up and going, gets your blood pumping, exercise. I'm not that person. I don't love to get up and exercise first, but some people really do. And if it gets you feeling good, do that. You can read. Get up and read. Some people like to do devotionals or scripture, or just read a book that's encouraging and gets you going. Even just taking a walk around your block. I mean, today it's like stinking cold and I would not recommend it. But if the brisk air wakes you up, you could do that first thing in the morning. Whatever it is, whatever that thing is for you, you need to start the day for you so that you are then ready to serve others in your day, whether that's teaching, momming, whatever that looks like. So pick something. It doesn't have to be an hour-long or even 30-minute long event, but pick a thing, take 5 or 10 minutes, get up and do that thing for yourself so that you are centered, ready to go, filled, and then you can go about your day. All right, the next thing, this is going to sound a little weird, but I'm going to say it anyway. Somewhere, this is not first thing in the morning anymore, but just at some point during your day, complete one small task or a chore to knock off your list for you. Now this, I know it sounds like extra work and everybody's like, I don't have time for this. But this is like one of those quick wins. One of those, it's on my to-do list, it's on my checklist. Even if it's like, I need to unload the dishwasher, get it done. Then it's off your brain, makes you feel better, you've got it done. So whatever that one small thing is that could be a quick win for you that'll kind of give you the boost you need, get it done. If there's a quick email that needs to be sent or phone call, who makes phone calls anymore? Text message, whatever it is, do that. All right, I do want to hear from you if you are here with me live. So if you have something as we're going, if you're like, oh, hey, I do that, or I want to do that, or if something resonates with you, let me hear about it. Skyla has, when I start my day with prayer and scriptures, my entire day goes so much better, even work-related things. Yes, same. Absolutely the same thing. Or even if while I'm up and getting ready or, making kids lunches in the morning, if I have to do that, listening to certain types of music. I love worship music to listen to. And so anything like that gets you going in the morning is awesome. So with this one, this is the quick win. Get one quick win. Because if you feel like you're just kind of drowning in things, not making any progress, one quick win kind of gives you, okay, I'm getting something done. I'm accomplishing it. That's going to fill your cup a little and make you feel good about it. It can bring you kind of a sense of control. I mean, what is control really? But that sense that you have something under control and that you kind of have a sense of peace that you've made progress in something is nice. So one quick win, knock it out. That'll help you feel better. This is another toe stomper for me and a lot of teachers. I see you teachers. I was in the classroom as well. And being at home, working from home, it doesn't get any better. Eat real food. We are notorious snackers or non-eaters. Do you go the whole day without eating? Or do you just grab quick snacks that you can? Or something you can inhale while grading papers? I know how that is. You have 5 to 10 minutes to scarf your lunch. And it's not always a good thing. So if you can eat real food, this is self-care. This is giving your body the nutrients that it needs. I have recently started doing more protein shakes that are packed with nutrients, protein bars packed with nutrients, still quick and easy, but it's real food, real nutrients that I actually need. Let's see what else. Stephanie says, starting the day with devotion, prayer, writing 3 things in my grateful journal. Yes, I love that. My daughter went through a time where she was really struggling. Just things weren't going well, angry. And we started her with a gratitude journal like that, Stephanie. I love that. And it really kind of helped flip the script for her. It gets your brain in a better place. So that's a really great way to take care of yourself and get your brain in the right place. So eating real food, you got to find a way, whether it's prepping ahead of time, which is hard, or finding supplemental type things that have the real nutrients, real protein, nutrition, things like that you need. Fruits, vegetables, grab an apple and take it with you. And along that same line, I have to take extra vitamins for certain things. I'm low. Vitamin D makes a huge impact on how I'm feeling and functioning. I take that every day. Drinking more water. Can we just, how I am. And look, I have my happy mug today. You know how I am about my coffee. Just hang on. I need it. I need my coffee. And I drink it black. So it's not loaded with sugar and all the things, but it's not water. Let's be real about it. It's not water, and I need more water. So that is on my to-do list for self-care. I'm trying to drink more water because I know that I need it. All right, so who else is here? Online teacher dude, also known as Tim Gascoigne. Welcome. Welcome. Just arrived. That's okay. Glad you're here. Welcome. We're just talking about how to take care of ourselves. And actually, since Tim's here, I will comment. One of the first things that I mentioned, or we'll get rid of that for a second, was starting your day for you. And I will reference one resource Tim recently mentioned was The Miracle Morning, which is a book, and they recently had a movie. And if you want to find out more about that, go check out his latest live video on morning routines. That was really good to hear about things to do in your morning as well. And so that's something that they talk about is trying to start your morning for you, and different ways to do that other than things that I've mentioned today. So when we're done here, you can go check that one out. All right, I've only got a couple more, I promise. But like I said, pick one or two things for you to do. This one, dedicate 1 or 2 days to setting up a system. This one's hard. We do have a holiday break coming up, and I know you want to spend that time with family. You also are probably going to have some lesson planning, crazy school things to do. We try to pack a lot into those 1 or 2 weeks, right? But if you can take a little bit of time, dedicated time to setting up a system or a method of organization that will simplify your daily efforts, it's worth it. You take the time here, set up the system, method of organization that works for you, and not the same thing doesn't work for everybody. But then you've got it in place and you're just implementing it, and it makes your days run so much more efficient. For me, that has been Asana. It's a digital program, project manager that I use. It's calendar, to-do lists, all the things. I love it. I highly recommend it. And it's been a game changer for me because I sit down once in the week, I plug in everything that needs to be done for that week for all the different aspects of life, work, personal, all of it. And then I don't have to worry all week long about all the things that I need to do because I know I've assigned to them to specific days. So I love it so much, to the point that if you haven't seen it, go check out my website, mercifulmornings.com. And there's a link below in the description as well. Teacher's personal secretary. Doesn't that sound, that's self-care right there. That's a dream, having a personal secretary. I have created a program for teachers where it's like having your own personal secretary. It's video tutorials, PDF. You set it all up, and it only takes a day or two to set up your system so that you can stay organized and have that peace of mind, free up that time. It's made such a difference for me. I highly recommend it. So if you don't have a system and you're like, yes, please, personal secretary, check below for the link or head over to mercifulmornings.com. You'll find it there too. And there's also, because Christmas, there's a gift certificate option. If you're like, I want this for Christmas, stick it on your list, send the link to somebody, you can do that as well. So because I actually had that request, it's like, can I please request this for Christmas? Yes, do it. So be sure to check that out if you don't have a system. If you do have a system, I'd love to hear about it and hear what you use. All right, let's go back here. Tim, do you like lattes? I love all manner of coffee, all of it. I don't think there's a coffee I've met that I don't like yet. So yes, lattes are great. Regular milk, coconut milk, almond. I'm not picky. Let's see. Didn't do great today, but be on track with it tomorrow for the Miracle Mornings. Yeah, it's hard to get up, especially if you're not a morning person. It's hard to get up and do things for yourself. But I love this. Skyla, this is one of my biggest sayings is progress, not perfection. Yeah, I'm never going to get it perfect. So, but moving forward always helps. It's about building consistency. Being consistent does not mean perfect. Yes, yes, yes. You guys, why don't you just do this video? This is so good. Y'all are so helpful. That's exactly right. So get your system in place if you don't already. And this is my last suggestion for you today, because I try not to go too long. But I want you to dedicate time every week. This is not a daily thing, but every week, carve out a section of time for something that you love. Whether, a hobby of some sort, which I actually remember reaching a point in my motherhood journey where someone was like, what are your hobbies? And I was like, I'm a mom. And I feel like it's kind of the same way for teachers right now. Like, what's your hobbies? Like, I teach. That's what I do. I'm a teacher. So whatever that is for you, if you've lost the hobbies aspect of life, I feel that completely. But it's not impossible. And actually, it's super important to know what those things are that bring you joy. So it may be, maybe you love teaching, you love what you're doing, working with kids, and that's awesome. But what else? Do you love reading certain types of books? Do you love writing? Do you love baking? Not that person, which my daughter is super sad about. She did not get that mom. But maybe you like baking for your family or for other people. Take some time. That's still a way you can serve people, but do something that you love. If you love reading, schedule a certain amount of time to do that. If you love being outside, block that time off. It's that important. You've got to set an appointment for yourself to do the things you love. Now, in my realm of online teaching, I'm going to throw out there that when you discover whatever it is that you love to do, whatever your hobbies are, this can serve double duty and you can make some extra money while doing it, which is what a lot of the people that I coach and work with have ended up doing. Someone says, I love making cookies. I love baking cookies, but I don't have time to bake cookies. And I say, well, how about you bake cookies and you get paid to do it? What? Yes, you create an online class for kids who also love baking, like my daughter, and who don't have a baking mom. They want to learn how to make cookies. And you teach it online and you're getting to bake and they're paying you for it. Okay, that's a whole other thing for another day. But I just want to say, knowing what you love, what brings you joy, what lights you up, you've got to take time to schedule that in amongst all the other craziness, because you've got to fill your cup. Whatever it is from all those things that we discussed, whatever it is that you choose, I want you to say this. Write it down if you need to. Stick it on a Post-it. I am doing this for myself because I'm worth it. You are worth it. If you are teaching, you are 5,000 million times worth it right now. But everyone should be doing something on a regular, consistent basis to fill their own cup. Because if your goal is to fill the cups of others, to have an effect and impact on other people, you cannot pour from your empty pitcher. There's nothing that's going to come out. And it took me a good long while to figure that out. And I don't want it to take you as long. Let my mistake be your win. All right. Don't go as long as I did without doing something for yourself regularly, consistently. And if you have any other questions, if you want to give me some feedback on this or other ideas, I'd love to hear them. I'm always looking for new ways to fill my cup or help others fill their cups. So mercifulmornings@gmail.com. I'm so thankful for those who are here today and commenting and contributing. Thank you. I still would love to hear from you, even if you're catching this on replay. I would love for you to comment below. Let me know what it is that works for you. Or if you have questions about anything I mentioned, I'd love to hear that as well. And be sure you like this video and share it with anybody else who might need to hear it. There's teachers all over the place that need to be reminded that they are worth taking care of. So, all right, I got a couple more comments I'm going to hit before we leave. Skyla says, with the craziness of working from home, being a married single mom, yes, when husband works off site, that's so hard. I'm able to clear my mind, reduce stresses, feel better when I exercise. It has become a hobby for me. I love that. Maybe one of these days that'll be me too. Maybe. Exercise is not my strong suit, but I love that. It makes you feel so much better because I spend so much time at my computer. Yes. That's like I'm in this chair today because my back has been killing me and I sit at this computer so much. So if that is you, you've got to do something to take care of yourself, whether it's exercise, whatever it is. And we are going to talk later. I'm going to have Skyla come on here. We're going to talk about managing and maintaining your health in the near future. So stay tuned for that video. Check back for that for sure, because I'm going to pick her brain about that, how to take care of yourself and be healthy while working from home. I think it's so important. So, all right, that's all I've got for today. We've gone a good long time. I am so thankful for everybody that was here today. Drop your comments below. I want to know how you're taking care of yourself or how you plan to start taking care of yourself. If you are interested in Teacher's Personal Secretary, grab it at the link below or over on mercifulmornings.com. And I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.